I just want to like go through the pages and just hug Malik and Karina. Like that's all I want to do. So I forgot to film an intro for this video, but hey, it's Lauren here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, anyways, obviously I'm going to be reading A Song of Reefs and Ruin. There will be black romance. There will be ancestral magic. There will be mystery. There will be many things. That's been a little dramatic interlude. I'm just gonna let you guys go now though. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, I'm about 40 pages or so through the book, and the characters I've already met, which I'm pretty happy about. I don't know much about the main world yet, but it does seem pretty like simple to read. Malik and Karina have already met, and I like when there's like a decent meet cute, and basically they both run into each other, which is like a classic meet cute, and like Malik makes a fool of himself, and Karina's kind of just like,
oh, that's a filthy, like, poor boy.
Because Malik is poor as fuck. And honestly, like, I like both of the characters so far. Like, I really like Karina just because I like her spirit and everything. And I don't know what it is about her, but it's probably the fact that she is like pretty bold, almost bold to the point of carelessness. Maybe that's why I like her a lot, because I tend to have a thing for like zealous characters, so I like that. But she's not like zealous in a way that's like really obnoxious, you know? Like she's chilling, she's doing her own thing. Malik, that poor boy, Malik is a mess. He's such a mess. He and his siblings are basically refugees, which I didn't really figure out at first, like when I was reading the synopsis. And Malik basically lost like their papers, like their forged papers, in order to get into Zuran? I don't know. I forgot the name of the country. I'll just like, you know, I'll add the name. Yeah, he lost the papers for his siblings because he was trying to help this boy that turned out to be a thief. And then this weird griot person, which is, I don't know, because I think there's supposed to be a spirit or something that kind of causes Malik and Karina to want to kill each other. Maybe the spirit is associated with the weird griot. Nothing much has happened yet. The stakes haven't been raised yet. It's kind of just the introduction of the characters, and I guess like the building up to the conflict, because the conflict hasn't really yet been introduced. The world building seems pretty good. Like, I'm interested to see what this Solstasia really is. I'll update you guys when something interesting occurs. Okay, let's talk, right? So, I actually hit page 100. That's kind of perfect actually, because it just hit the part of the book that like literally took my breath away. So, we're gonna go into some spoilers, but this is gonna be like a spoiler vlog anyway, so that's gonna happen. But basically we find out that Malik, like, even though like he thought he was crazy in the beginning because he saw the grown folk and all these other magical beings since he was a kid, and he like basically foretold the death of this old woman, he knew that he has some sort of magical ability. But his family's like, no, magic, grown folk, all these other legends and tales, they don't exist. And beat the shit out of him in order to get the magic out of him. That was wild. But this is right after Nadia was taken by the spirit, who I forgot the name of. I think it starts with an I. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? So, after the run-in with him, he kind of is desperate, you know, he's trying to figure out a way to save his sister, Nadia, from basically being a permanent captive and puppet of this mystical, really powerful spirit person. He's gonna try and be the champion of his alignment, and his alignment is life, I think. I don't really know what alignments mean yet, but that's pretty dope to me. I mean, alignment of life, like shit. Just be like, man, what's your alignment? Water. Oh, what's yours? It's life, bitch. Like, I am life. Without me, you are nothing. I feel like that's dope. He goes to the ceremony in order to figure out who the champion is. From the beginning, like, we kind of get the image that Malik is, like, this weak, frail kid. Literally, he's been starving for months along with his siblings in order to get food for his family in the first place. So we're like, oh, there's no way. Like, I was thinking there's no way he's gonna be chosen. Like, how the fuck is he gonna pull it off? But then, my man surprised me, right? So he pulled out his magic, and literally this scene took my breath away. He pulls out his magic, just says repeatedly that I'm going to be the champion of life, or the champion of Solstasia. So my man's just trying to manifest, but he like finds a way to pull out the magic inside of him. And the way the author, what's her name? Roseanne Brown. The way Roseanne A. Brown wrote that scene where it's like he felt connected to like the spirit of basically his alignment, which was a rabbit. Kind of a strange choice, but I'm not gonna deny it because it seems adorable. There's like this connection that happens between him and like the spirit or like their patron. I'm doing a terrible job explaining this, but it's literally amazing the way that they connect. I don't know, like that scene really made me like almost root for Malik and like what he's gonna become. I don't want him to kill the princess. The way he's talking about the princess is so weird to me, because we just saw like the scene of her seeing her mother slashed down, and now he's like, I gotta kill the princess. I don't know. Now I'm like really seeing what Malik's character can be worth. Because in the beginning I was like, this kid is like, how is he gonna be a hero of the story? Now I'm starting to see it, and it's really inspiring. We're on page 100, and I feel like I'm gonna bulldoze from here because I feel like we got most of the world building out of the way. Karina hasn't been confronted by the spirit yet, but her mother's been slashed down in front of her, and then like Nadia's been taken from Malik, so like the stakes are building, and the true story's about to start. I'm excited to see what happens next.
Okay, this man Malik, he's gonna give me a heart attack because, alright, listen. First of all, the first task, I was like, alright, I don't really care that much about the first task. I was like, this is fine, this is whatever, it's typical, like, first text that you give, like, main characters or whatever, and I was like, this is cool. Before I head to Malik, though, I'm just gonna talk about Karina. My girl Karina, I feel so sorry for her. First of all, she watched 2 relatives die in front of her sister and her mom. She basically has to deal with all this festival stuff right after her mom died. Like, her mental health cannot possibly be good right now. It's messy. The whole thing is messy. And I'm just like, shit. Like, I don't even know what to feel. Because she's trying to deal with all this right after her mother died. She's clearly not thinking, like, very rationally. Because she spent, like, the entire 24 hours leading up until Solstasia, like, just, like, freaking barfing, like, barely being cautious. And then now she's given away her hand in marriage so she could kill the winner, and then, like, I don't know, bring her mom back from the dead because she doesn't want to handle this responsibility of being Sultana. And I get it, but, like, sis, you need to chill. You need a moment to just, like, chill out. Obviously, you probably just don't want to give away your entire fucking inheritance to just, like, anybody. But it's like, Mo, she needs to give herself a break. And what is sis? Sis is, like, what, 16? And then this man Malik, bro, this man Malik is a savage. I mean, I get why he's doing what he's doing because he's basically been living, like, a desperate life since... I'm guessing since, like, their papa died, but, like, come on now, fam. That's cold-hearted. He really just tried to, like, kill Karina in the middle of the first task after he established a plan. Malik is, like, a wild card. I never know what this man's gonna do or how he's gonna react, because, like, one second he's really timid, and he's just, like, acting almost cowardly, to the point where, like, I want to laugh at this man, and the next second, he's trying to kill the princess. Like, Mo. And, like, I get why he's projecting all of his anger onto, like, this one figure. I'm, like, imagining, like, he kind of views Karina the same way I view the Trumps. That's probably, like, the way that's how I imagine he views Karina, but I'm like, bro, good sis is just minding her own business. Like, she cannot be held responsible for, like, everything that's happening. She's definitely benefiting from a system that's hurting you, but, like, bruh, I don't know about the whole blaming, like, this one person for the problems of society. It's weird, though technically I guess she is responsible for the entirety of society, not she's inherited the throne. I don't know, this whole thing is so complicated. My mind is like, what is even happening at this point? I just want them to be okay. I feel like they're both going through some shit. Malik is wild as fuck. Karina is also wild as fuck. She hasn't killed anybody or tried to make any assassination attempts, but, like, sis plans on killing someone. They both need to take breaks, chill out a second, though I guess they're both on a time limit. I'm probably going to read a little more tonight, probably reach about halfway through the book, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But right now, I'm just like, they're both wilding out. I just want them to sit down and talk and, like, be friends. Like, bruh. I don't know where this is going. I feel anxious. Peace out. I'll see y'all when something else happens.
Okay, I'm just here to say once again, I just want to, like, go through the pages and just hug Malik and Karina. Like, that's all I want to do, because they're suffering, bruh. Malik just had a freaking panic attack, and Karina keeps on pushing people away. Since she found out about the barrier spell, like, bro, she's been flipping out on everybody. And I can't even blame her, because shit's been happening, like, left and fucking right with her. But I'm like, sis, you need as many friends as possible. But also, like, I can't blame her, because so much shit has happened, and she doesn't even have time to, like, really rest. So much is happening to these characters. I literally can't put this book down right now because I'm just like, I want them to be okay. Also, Tunde, I don't really know what's up with that man, but because Karina doesn't, like, trust him and she broke up with him, I kind of don't trust him. But he seems nice so far. Maybe it's just like they aren't good for each other. But since Karina broke up with him in the first place, I have a feeling that there's something up with that guy. And considering he was the person that approached Malik, I'm like, he's sus. I don't know. I just want to hug them. They're going through a lot. I just wanted to say that because literally these past 2 chapters have been so heavy on the emotions. I haven't cried yet, but I just feel like a lot of empathy for them. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys know when something else happens.
Okay, so Karina and Malik finally met, and it was epic as fuck. It met my expectations, definitely. I like the way it's going now, because I feel like Karina's finally getting her footing, being alone without her mom and everything. After winning that fight, I felt pride, bro. Like, she was my daughter. I felt pride. So, I just wanted to tell you all that. I'll see you later.
Okay. Let's talk. Many things have happened since I last saw you. that I've liked. Many things have happened that I liked. For one, let's start with, now we have the second challenge, right? The second trial. And Malik does this like really spectacular thing. Let me just explain what the second trial was. It was basically to entertain the audience. Like the audience is about 70,000 people and they have to entertain the audience with an object that they pick out, this mysterious box. And Malik picks a satchel and he's like, how the fuck am I supposed to entertain like 70,000 people with a fucking satchel? But he figures it out using magic. And basically he tells like a story like the Griot did in the beginning of the book, and it's just like really enrapturing because he uses like, I don't know, he uses magic in a way that makes the images almost seem like real that come with the story, and it entertains people, and it really got Karina's attention, and Karina was like, oh, even though this motherfucker lied to me, I still like him. And basically they had a little moment at the end where they smiled at each other, and I just so I like that part. And then there's the part where, not the sirens. So anyways, Karina then asks Malik to dance after he wins the second challenge, and it's just like this really cute moment filled with sexual tension. We love a good sexual tension moment, and it was fantastic. I loved every second of it, even the part where she dropped his ass into the water. I also like the fact that like when Layla kind of tries to get on Malik and be like, bitch, why are you out here like dancing with princesses and shit? Malik is like, bruh, it's not like I'm in love with her though. And I like that part because you know what, a lot of YA fantasy writers make the mistake of doing insta love when it comes to like a fantastical system of oppression in their story, and then like the commoner, because it's always the person in power and the commoner, and somehow they find a way to be together. It's not always that simple, bruh. And I like this book because it's actually realistic when it comes to the way like love or relationships might happen between two people in a sort of power dynamic like that, because Malik is just thinking about his people. He's thinking about his sister Nadia, who he still has to get, but only through the death of Karina. And he's kind of just like obviously like she's pretty and everything, and like we've had some moments, but I'm not in love with her and my goal has not changed. And I like that part, because even though they've had a few moments, definitely a few moments of human decency and just like human connection, it hasn't deterred him. And I like that, because I feel like sometimes people are just like, oh, they've had a few moments, all their goals are erased, now their only goal is to be with this person. No, it's not always how it works. It's not how life works. Even though I love the moments between them, I like the moments where like the characters hold steadfast to their goals, no matter how misguided and more, because it shows that they're not of weak mental fortitude. You know what I'm saying? So I like that about Malik. And I don't know, Malik is starting to grow on me more and more, because even though he's like a coward who kind of suffers from anxiety a bit, he's still trying his best to do what he can for his sister, which is what you would expect from your big bro in the first place. So I don't know, I like that. I like the fact that he's trying his best despite all of his personal failings. I also like the fact that Karina is kind of trying to derail Malik from winning, because like even though like she doesn't know him that well, she does like him and she doesn't want to have to kill him. Honestly, her willingness to want to kill Driss kind of worries me a bit, but it's okay. It's okay, because at least she's trying not to, I guess, take the life of someone that she likes. There's that. Also, I kind of like the fact that like Karina kind of just seemed like a bit of a bitch in this book, and I could like that. I like a character that has a bit of a mean streak in them, because I feel like I like pure characters for sure. I really do like pure characters, but I also like characters that have a mean streak in them. I like characters that like are a bit of an asshole, that like sometimes to see people suffer. I like that. And it's not in like a way that like she's laughing at something that can truly hurt a person, but she's like laughing at things that like somewhat hurt a person. So Karina still suffers from some self-destructive behaviors, but honestly, I fuck with her and her style. I'm almost done, as you can see, and I have a feeling this is probably going to be a series, because I have no idea how everything is supposed to be resolved in this one book. I'll update you guys when something else happens.
See, I knew one of them was gonna do what they set out to do in the beginning of the book, but after all those other moments, I should have known that shit would not have been that easy. Wow. So I'm just gonna keep reading, because I honestly don't know how to process this. Wow. Just wow. No, okay. I'm not okay. Okay. I gotta go.
I'm getting a bit lazy, but let's talk. I got distracted, sorry about that, but I'm back and I finished the book, and just like a lot of shit happened towards the end. For one, freaking like Malik actually went through stabbing Karina, and then it's like she didn't even die, it just broke the freaking barrier that Karina was trying to protect in the first place. So now like freaking like a lot happened, right? Like Hanene is back from the dead. It turns out Farid is not a real one. He's actually kind of fake. So that sucks. I just was not expecting that at all. Honestly, I should, because it's always like the first person the protagonist confesses to about there being a spy in the midst. That person's always a spy. I really fell for the easiest trick in the book. Basically, Karina had to like leave her kingdom, just like flee, because there have been like multiple attempts in her life at this point, and the kingdom is kind of like turned against her and it's being taken over by like these magical beings. It's basically the enemies of her ancestors, the bloodline of the magicians that helped the deer in the first place. That's pretty much what happened. And Malik, my homie Malik, has a deer inside of him. Crazy. Also, Malik also died at the end of the book, but he didn't actually die because he was healed, and it was just a lot happening. Point is, I enjoyed it. It was full of a ton of unexpected twists and turns. I kind of sped towards the ending because there's so much going on. Like, Karina and Malik kissed, they had a few more moments. Like, did I mention the part where like they go on this adventure together in like the catacombs or whatever? Anyways, it did that. A lot of cute shit happened. I really liked the ending of the book. The second half of the book was really exciting. It made up for like the kind of boring first half of the book, and I don't know, I'm just excited to see what happens next. Basically, it was a really enjoyable debut novel. It was a really enjoyable first book of the series. Yeah, I guess that's the summary. I was left on my toes through the entirety of the second half of the book, and it was pretty amazing to read. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, you should like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my medias, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.